The Hopkinton Freedom Team, along with town officials, recognized Juneteenth with a small ceremony and by raising a flag in front of Hopkinton Town Hall.
Whatever affects one directly affects all indirectly. Martin Luther King Jr. letter from the Birmingham jail. The Juneteenth Independence Day programming is an effort to inspire meaningful and engaging dialogue on our nation's complicated past and present experience with racial injustice. The racial injustice imposed on one group is integrally tied to the racial injustice imposed on another. To that end, the organizers would like to acknowledge the original residents of Hopkinton, the Nipmuc people, with this land acknowledgement. We, as people who live, work, and engage in Hopkinton, acknowledge that the Nipmuc people were the original residents and stewards of this land, which became the town of Hopkinton in 1715. We know that the indigenous people of this land and this continent were killed in genocides, enslaved, relocated, and betrayed. Let us please have a moment of silence to remember, honor, and stand together with the Nipmuc people and all indigenous people of the United States, past and present, who continue to work for justice, recognition, and self-determination as the first people of this land. The organizers want to thank the Select Board for being present at this event, and we thank them for their support, and we'd invite Mrs. Kramer to say a few words.
I want to make sure that I acknowledge that probably the other members of the board would have liked to have been here too, but we're lucky to get this put together today. It's a very exciting day, and I really appreciate this opportunity. This is a time of celebration and reflection. We celebrate freedom for all in the United States, freedom that was not officially or completely communicated until June 19th, 1865. 2 years after what was the official liberation of enslaved people in the United States, and 90 years after we as a country had been established free of Britain's control. And I think that we have to reflect that this piece of our history wasn't in the learning that I and so many others did while growing up. I'm glad we're celebrating together today, and I hope that this is the start of many learnings, gatherings, celebrations, and/or remembrances that we'll do together. Learning our shared history and developing ever greater commitment to our shared responsibility to address, correct, and heal from a history of racial inequity in this country. I'm grateful we'll be celebrating Juneteenth as a federally recognized holiday as of last night. I look forward to the events to come here in Hopkinton leading up to the 4th of July, and I sincerely thank all the volunteers that worked so hard to make this possible. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's do this. Thank you so much for being here. Why don't would you do us the honor? Thank you for being here.
So this is the bottom.